What emotions do you feel when the words climate change are uttered? Anger? Sadness? Hope? The role emotion plays in finding effective climate solutions is a big one. One of the most debated terms in this emotionally charged conversation is over the use of the concept the Anthropocene. Defined as a geological era marking the unprecedented human impact on the natural environment, many people date it back to the late 18th century, at the start of the Industrial Revolution. This term implies that the damage we have done as human beings is part of a geological transformation, one that is deemed by some as irreversible. Do terms such as Anthropocene create a fear that paralyzes action, or do they in fact trigger people to respond to the crisis at hand? Is a doom and gloom response the only effective way of having a conversation surrounding this phenomenon? Some argue that we may be the frog in hot water, that as our environment changes around us, we may be too late to enact change upon it. And how do we get people to care about this issue when not everyone is as easily emotionally connected to their environment? This is where effective climate communication is needed. Who should be the messengers? Those affected the most by climate change should be the first to speak upon it. Entire communities will be displaced due to this. Aside from natural disaster, for every half degree of warming, societies will see between a 10 to 20% increase in the likelihood of conflict. This is contributing to the already 65 million people that are displaced around the world. The use of social media is also effective, as seen by people like Greta Thunberg. Greta alone is an effective communicator, but social media has created a community of those who echo her beliefs and who want to drive the change. In this day and age, environmental influencers should not be underestimated. In addition to effective messengers, emotions should be used accordingly. Emotions are not simple tools, they are complex and ever-changing. Anger in one situation may be effective, while in another, hope may help push to change things. If fear is pushed to the point that it stalls action and as people claim, "So what?" then this is not effective communication. Too often, emotions are used to make grand displays. But if this is done, it must be done in a way that is also grounded and rooted in science. In a piece entitled Reassessing Emotion in Climate Change Communication, released in the magazine Nature Climate Change, it is argued that emotion should be a part of a broader strategy when it comes to communication surrounding climate change. All of us are connected to nature in some way or another, even if the most nature you've experienced today is breathing in the air around you. Using the emotions that this creates to our advantage is a necessary aspect of imagining a world far beyond our own event horizon.